Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I'm running a little bit late today. Your girl's been a hard worker. My mom and she went grocery shopping today, and while she was gone, I took the opportunity to sweep the house and wash my hair. And then later on, I'm going to wash the table off really well, and then I have to cook dinner tonight. So tonight's episode of Countdown to Disaster might be short as well. I apologize in advance. Today, I'm going to take you through the first few days. And to do a little bit of recap, on February 19th, 2016, my son and I were in a car accident. I hit a sudden hailstorm shortly after picking my son up from school. I was less than a quarter mile away from the school when the hailstorm hit. My car lost traction and I collided into a Suburban. I was taken by ambulance back to the elementary school where I was met by a life flight helicopter and taken to my local hospital. At that hospital, I was stabilized and transported by ambulance to Legacy Emanuel Hospital in Portland. My son followed me shortly, where he stayed at Randall's Children's Hospital, which is adjacent to Legacy Emanuel. I don't remember much of the helicopter ride or the ambulance rides, other than the fact that when I got into the helicopter, I begged and I pleaded for them to just knock me out, which they did. The only thing I remember seeing from the helicopter is a gradient of colors ranging in blues, reds, yellows, and whites. Once I was taken to Legacy Emanuel, they did a few operations on me. They repaired the bones in my arm. There was 2 bones that I broke in my right arm. And then they put rods and pins in that arm. They also put rods in both my femurs, and they had to completely reconstruct my left knee. When news hit about my car accident through the local grapevines, because we have a couple of Facebook groups dedicated to listening to the scanner, and they would post what they heard on the scanner into a scanner watch group. Well, my cousin, she heard about the accident and immediately assumed that it was her sister that was in the accident, because her sister had a car that was similar shape, size, and the exact same color as my car at the time, which is white. And I am never allowed to own another white car, truck, whatever, again. Mom's orders. I'm not the only one around here who has had accidents in white vehicles. I have 2 friends. Well, my brother has 2 friends. I only claim them as friends who were in serious car accidents in white trucks. When my cousins came to the truth of the fact that it was their cousin and not a sibling that was in the accident, they went to the hospital that I was stabilized at. They checked on me there, and then they followed the ambulance that took me into Portland. My boyfriend at the time and my father, they also drove to Portland to check on how I was doing and my progress. In the waiting room, my boyfriend saw these 2 chicks that were inquiring about my accident, and he, we had only been together for less than a week, and he was genuinely concerned. So he asked those 2 chicks, "Hey, who are you and why are you inquiring about my girlfriend?" That's when my cousins told him, "Oh, well, we're her cousins." And then one of them immediately asked, "Well, is her dad here?" And my boyfriend said, "Yeah, her dad's here. He's parking the car and he will be in soon." That is when my cousins both bolted from the hospital and went home. The only thing I remember about the first few days was that I had horrible vision issues and an inability to maintain a conversation. It was really hard for me to call my mom and tell her how I was doing because I had problems dialing the number. I could not hold any text-based communication because I had double vision and it was really hard for me to read and to type on a phone. During the first few days in the hospital, they had me on the Dilaudid and another kind of like a sedative drug. And if they needed to talk to me, see how I was doing, they would turn down the amount of medication that they were giving me and they would talk with me. And then after they were done talking with me, they would turn the medication right back up. The only other thing I remember about those first few days was having these wildly vivid dreams. And during these dreams, I felt like I was being shocked, like electrically shocked. And during these shocks, I felt like my whole body was one of those wire things that acts like a doorstop. And when you fling that doorstop, it would spring. Give me just a second, guys. I greatly despise when people show up unannounced without letting me know in advance because I might have plans. I apologize for that interruption. I'm gonna try and backtrack to inform you or to figure out where I was. Oh yeah, the electric pulses. My body just felt like those springs being flung back and forth like every 30 seconds. And then one of the wildly vivid dreams that I had was that I was visiting, or when I was visiting and preparing to move in with a friend. The friend was someone that acted as best man at my wedding with my ex-husband. And then my ex-husband showed up and then during that, next time I do a stream, I refuse to be in a Discord call at the same time. That is my mistake. I apologize. It is just not my day. Hey, Bama. This one's gonna be a short one. Today has been kind of a rough day. I've been doing a lot of work around the house, and I still have to wash the table and cook dinner tonight, and my mom should be home any minute with groceries to unload. But during that dream, my friend tried to talk my ex-husband into giving me another chance. And my ex-husband blew at both of us. He said he wanted nothing to do with either one of us, and he left. Then, for some reason, his little brother moved in with us. Was really kind of weird. The only other thing I really remember is them having to move and adjust my pads. The pads that were keeping my legs into place. The pillows that my arm was under. And the pillow that was behind me that was holding the vertebra that I broke upright so that it could probably properly heal. They were never really able to repair my left acromion. They kind of had to let that one heal on its own. Same goes with the vertebra. They really couldn't repair that as well. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and end this here. It just is not my day, but I'm going to leave this up so that the replay crew can get this information. Thank you, Bama, for coming, and if anybody has any questions, just throw it in the comments, and I will answer when I can get to them. Have a great day, everybody, and happy hump. It's not hump day. Happy Thursday, and have a great weekend. Later.